there was like this one dude, I think, well, his name is actually Jose Diaz, and apparently like there was a lagoon right there. And so ultimately like all the Hispanic kids would like hang out right there because of like the segregation and whatnot. Yeah, so Enrique Reyes like pulls up right there with his girlfriend or whatever. He went to like the lagoon, and he was chilling right there, and then like he kind of got into like a scuffle like with like some Hispanics that were nearby. And so they ended up jumping him. And this was like pretty late at night, bro. And so like apparently what ends up happening is he goes back to like basically the hood. And they're basically like telling him like, hey, bro, like, you know, kind of like what the happened to you, you know? And he kind of explains like, hey, you know what? Like I got jumped, yada, yada, yada. And so he ends up going back, bro, with his homies. And like nobody's there, bro. Because he got jumped late. I guess one of the dudes there kind of sees that there's a party going on like nearby. This other guy, Jose Diaz, right? Like the guy that I was talking to you about. Apparently like he was at the party. Because like I guess he knew like the girl like they were throwing like the party for. So they pulled up to this party. It's like 1 a.m. Some like a fight breaks out. And so the next day, bro, they find Diaz's body on the side of a road somewhere. Keep in mind, fool, like this is like the 30s and the 40s. So like there's like a lot of racial tension going on. And then on top of that, fool, like what makes matters worse is that they're in the Great Depression. And then on top of that, like they're in times of war. They gather up 600 pachucos, and apparently like they narrowed down like the pachucos down to like 17 kids, or like somewhere. I think they were all between the ages of like 14 to 22 to kind of like solve like the mystery, right, of who killed Jose Diaz. It was a very racial time. So like the judge, like for example, like the defendants, they were asking to like to be able to cut their hair and to change their attire, but the judge wanted them to be in their zoot suit and with the same hair, because apparently like for them they wanted to tell the American media what a troublemaker looked like. That kind of like a due process of law like wasn't really professional. So what ended up happening for is that instead of kind of like trying to solve the mystery, bro, it was kind of more of like them like media trying to push a narrative. What they were trying to push is that Mexicans were violent by nature and had a tendency to create havoc. And they were bloodthirsty like their Aztec ancestors. All 17 of them kind of go to San Quentin.